Content marketing contributes a huge part of digital growth, but are you using the right content marketing strategies? In this video, I'm going to share with you the content marketing strategies that become less and less important or even outdated this year and beyond, and probably may be the reason why they could be limiting your brand performance and how you can fix them. No matter how technology, algo changes, the role of content marketing has never changed. It is to build trust and credibility faster with your target audience, so they take actions that aligns with your business goal. Content marketing is really about two things: content creation, what content to create, and content distribution, where to distribute your content. So the strategies that I'm going to share will be around these two areas. The first one, from generic content to superior content. Yes, it's not just high quality content, it needs to be superior content. Because of AI, the bar of quality content creation has risen so much, and now for an average person with no domain experience or knowledge, they can just ask AI to build any types of content in any domain areas. And so in order to stand out not just on search engines, but in the eyes of your target audience, you need to create superior content. And what do I mean by superior? First, adding unique perspective and experience from real humans, either yourself or from other experts. Besides the surface level information, any unique insights or opinions you can add to that piece of content. For example, this piece of educational content about the introvert's guide to public speaking that rank on page 2, you can see the author adds a lot of his own experience dealing with public speaking and makes the content much more convincing. Another example, a beginner's guide to get started with running from this health content brand rank on page 1. You can see how they incorporate lots of expert insights on the topic and make it more unique. And second, adding more research data and unique graphics to back up your content. For example, this one, improving work-life balance content, the author add different research findings to back up the content. Sometimes it may not just be others' research findings, it can be your own research findings with some unique graphics. This will make your content more trustable. So whenever you plan or create your content, always think about how to make it more in-depth, more helpful, and more unique and not shallow. And in case you also use a lot of AI tools in generating content, I also got another video about how to make your content more unique. The next one, from polished brand generated content to what I call down-to-earth user generated content. UGC content will be huge going forward this year and beyond, and it is not really hard to predict. I have mentioned in my previous video how forums, social media are being boosted by Google due to increasing demand for authentic content. If you don't know what is user generated content, it is any type of content generated by human. You know, in the past, brands focus on high quality, professionally crafted content, and this is how they build a trustable brand in front of their audience. But now these strategies is no longer enough. I'm not saying it's not working anymore. You still need to have a professional brand image. But now the audience wants more authenticity and transparency to judge if this is a brand that they can trust. And this kind of authenticity sometimes is hard to convey through that polished, brand sleek looking content. People want more down-to-earth content to be inspired and not just some salesy content. So that's why you can also see the number of search queries with Reddit just go skyrocket because people want to hear more real human experience. There are 3 types of UGC content you should start incorporating in your content marketing strategies. First is what I call leader-led or founder-led content. This is the content published by any authority in a company. Perhaps it's the founder, the CEO, or any significant leaders in the organization. This will help to create a genuine connection with your target audience. Usually, the leader leverage their own social network and credibility to engage with the audience. A good example is from Behave, a newsletter platform. You can see its CEO Tyler publish lots of content on his social network and add his own perspective. And there are just so many examples of these strategies, and it will become more and more important. If you have a brand and you are the brand owner yourself, you should definitely use these strategies to build a more trustable brand. Another type of UGC is led by employees. This will make the brand more approachable and more human. And like this example from Shopify, can you notice a theme? They use employees as their brand advocate and be the icon for the channel content. It makes the content more engaging and trustable. Another type which most of us are familiar with, it is customer or influencer generated content. This type of content will be a great way to produce word of mouth effect and boost your brand credibility. One of the example is Lululemon's. They encourage their customers or ambassadors to post UGC content on Instagram to build more trustable branding. So if you have a medium or bigger brand, try to incorporate more of these kind of UGC content instead of only posting content under your brand name. This will make a huge difference for your content marketing efforts. The next one is from search-based content to highly targeted intent-based content. In the past, optimization for search was a huge part of content marketing strategies because we need to make sure the content can be seen and rank on search engines, like making sure the right keywords are being used in the content if it follows the best practice. I would say this is still relevant and keywords are still important, but again, AI generated content is all over the place now. They are 100% optimized for Google search engines using all those AI writing tools. So just optimizing for search is not a sustainable strategy. And Google knows about it. So nowadays, Google emphasizes more and more on the content helpfulness and measure it through different engagement signals. So you need to make sure the content aligns with the specific intentions for your target audience. For example, how that piece of content can answer a particular question from the audience and help solve their problems in the current user journey stage. If they're looking for information or if they are proactively searching for purchasing advice or if they're ready to buy. I have another video talking about this important concept. You can check it out. So you need to have a very deep understanding of your target audience in that particular buying stage and look beyond just the keywords. First, look for any types of reviews and comments for clues. It can be on any social platforms where your audience hang out, like YouTube, Google My Business, Amazon, LinkedIn, Facebook. These are all real feedbacks that give you hints on the customer pain points. For example, this video Perplexity Pro versus ChatGPT 4 that currently ranked number 1. I didn't just randomly pick this topic. I got the hints from my own video comments, from other YouTubers' videos comment, and then I found most people are confused about the two, and that's triggered me to make that video. Second, also check the people also asked section to understand some true pain points from your target audience. You can manually check on the search result page, or alternatively, you can go to also ask tool to understand what specific question people have for that topic. For the topic Perplexity Pro, you can see people are asking if it is the same as ChatGPT. Then search this question on search engines and analyze the top search results, what type of content are being ranked, and how you can answer the audience pain point better than these search results by providing your insights, unique findings, and materials. A bonus here is your content can also benefit from getting high visibility on AI search engines and being referenced. It all comes down to knowing your audience. Again, keywords are still important because basically this is how search works. But if you have a full clarity of what your audience really wants, you can create a more impactful content and helps your business. The next one, from one channel to multiple channels. Although it may sound obvious that publishing content across multiple channels is definitely better than one single channel, these become more and more important for brands to diversify the channel efforts. You know, in the old days, you build one website and then you build lots of content, optimize them for search, or perhaps put some budget to do paid search to get more traffic. It was the blueprint for lots of online brands and it has been working for a long time. But now audience are information overload. There are just more and more platforms coming up to steal your audience attention. Just think about how you yourself consume content daily, and not to mention lots of big algo changes from Google since last year. So probably your audience won't hang out on just one single platform like Google. They hang out on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Marketplace, or even Discord. So what's happening now is faster and faster information democratization. I'm not saying that you need to have strong presence all over the place. I know some experts would say you should have presence on as many channels as possible, and this is also incorrect and unrealistic for most small brand owners because of the resource constraint. Think about what key channels your target audience engage across the journey from awareness down to making decisions, and only pick those necessary. So what you really need to do is a content repurposing and redistribution strategies, and not to reinvent something new every time. You first start with the biggest search-based platform for building content. So currently I would say that's Google Search and YouTube, because these platforms still give you the biggest chance for brand discovery. And personally, I would recommend YouTube, unless unless your business is in a special niche. You can check out this video and you will know why. And from there, you start to branch out based on your audience research, where they hang out, and start repurposing your content accordingly. For example, converting a long-form YouTube content into Instagram Reels, converting a long-form blog post into a carousel-style linking post, repurposing your YouTube video takeaway into a Discord post. And this way, you can fully maximize your content marketing efforts and build a robust content engines for your business. A bonus tip here is don't just think about own medias. That's a channel or content you have full control, but also earn medias, that channels you haven't paid or you don't own yourself. So typically, these are PR mentions, shared content, influencer partnerships. This way, you not only have a wider reach beyond your own channels, but it helps you to build your authority and credibility faster in your industry. The next one is from doing just text-based content to more visual or audio content. Again, AI just makes text-based content so much easier to produce than before. It's everywhere. Audience nowadays expect content to be more engaging. So if you only focus on text-based content, no matter which audience you want to target, you're likely to miss out lots of opportunities. And particularly for video content, the demand is just consistently growing across all age groups. Another one is podcast content. The number of global podcast listeners has grown significantly since COVID, and there are lots of different niches appealing to different audience. It is highly accessible, and unlike video, it allows multitasking from the audience, which is a huge factor why the demand grows so fast, and that's the same case that is happening for audiobooks. Now, I know most of you are concerned about the production costs for videos and audio, but it doesn't have to be involving high costs. Some of the ways you can do it is start from your existing content as we discussed. For example, converting your existing blog into a short video summary if that's educational, repurposing your existing blog into podcast show, or the other way around. Turn your customer testimonial or case study into video content. You can even use different AI tools to speed up the whole process and immediately turn your blog into video with AI. And not just about educational type of content, you can also leverage live streaming, behind the scenes content about your brand that are more simple to create and don't require extensive editing. So there are lots of ways you can incorporate more video and audio into your existing content marketing strategies. You don't need to make a big bang change to your whole content plan, but think about how you can start small and increase the variety of content formats. If you enjoyed this video, please show me your support by hitting like and subscribe. And before you go, I encourage you to watch my other video about creating a basic content strategies, and it works for any brands. I'll see you next time.